everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Congratulations are in order for Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. It's been confirmed that Rihanna and ASAP are expecting their first child together. Now, I should have seen this coming. I should have known, because a couple of months ago it was speculated that she was pregnant, but I didn't believe it then, because I thought to myself, well, maybe this is another false alarm, because this is not the first time Rihanna has been rumored to be pregnant. But as time went on, I started to notice that Rihanna was getting puffy in the face. She was wearing bigger clothes, and she was even walking pregnant, and she looks extremely happy. She has that pregnancy glow. So I thought to myself, okay, yeah, she's definitely pregnant, and it will only be a matter of time before she confirms it. And she did officially confirm it. Now, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are not only expecting a child together, but it's also rumored that they actually might be secretly married. In fact, Dumois hinted at this in one of their blind items, so it is possible they may have gotten married on the low, but we don't know just yet. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Now, a lot of people are very excited that Rihanna is pregnant, but there are some people who aren't all that excited, because this only means that she's going to prolong the release of her long-awaited album. And at this point, I don't think we're getting another album, because Rihanna is an expecting mother. She's a billionaire running a billion-dollar business. So why on earth would she go back to making music? There's no money in music like that unless she's touring, and touring is a lot of work. She doesn't want to do that. So I don't blame her for not wanting to get back into music. But some people are upset about it, and some people are also upset that she chose ASAP Rocky to be her child's father. They feel like she could have done better. Now, Rihanna did try to date some men who are more on her status financially. She was in an on and off relationship with Drake, but that didn't work out because Drake plays too many games and he has no interest in settling down. So she moved on. And she also dated the billionaire Hassan Jamil, but that situation didn't work. So she ended up settling with ASAP Rocky. I think ASAP was a comfortable option for her. She's known him for a very long time, and it seems like they complement each other, so it made sense that she would choose him. But at the same time, it's a risky decision for her, because in the event that she and ASAP were to break up, God forbid they do, but if they do, she's gonna have to be footing the bill. She's gonna have to be paying child support and all of that stuff. And this is not to say that Rocky is completely broke. Rocky has his own money, but Rihanna makes significantly more than he does. So if things went awry, she would unfortunately have to pay up. So this is not an ideal situation for her. It's a great situation for ASAP Rocky because he caught a lick. But for Rihanna, it's not ideal because there's a lot at stake. But this is her decision, and she seems very happy. So all I could do is congratulate her and ASAP Rocky and hope for the best. I know their child is going to be beautiful, and I know their child is going to bring them a lot of joy. Now, moving on, I also want to talk about Nick Cannon, because he's expecting his 8th child. He's actually expecting a baby boy with a woman named Bree Tacey. And Bree Tacey actually is the ex-wife of the NFL player Johnny Manziel. And they just got divorced late last year. So she got pregnant with Nick Cannon's child before she finalized her divorce, which is pretty messy. And another thing, I think the timing of this baby announcement was pretty jarring, because Nick just lost a child. If you don't know, Nick had a son named Zen with the model Alyssa Scott, and Zen was battling cancer. And unfortunately, the poor baby lost his life at 5 months old. But it's crazy to think that while Zen was fighting for his life, Nick was out there impregnating another woman, a married woman at that. So the situation was kind of unsettling to me. And I know babies are a blessing, and I know this should be a congratulatory moment, but at the same time, I was like, man, I could only imagine how Alyssa must feel to watch Nick Cannon welcome a new son while she has to deal with the grief of losing her own. The situation is really sad. It's very sad. Now, Alyssa did speak out after Nick's baby announcement. She said, "I want to thank every single person who has messaged or thought of me over the course of these last few months. I always say Zen expanded my heart in ways I never thought possible. He filled that space with compassion, knowing I would need that most. It is painful having my son be a part of conversations that aren't in alignment with his light and legacy. It isn't something I chose for him or myself. It's important for me to let you all know I am centered and I am at peace. I look at everyone's predicament with loving eyes. I will not judge. I will consciously decide what I will participate in. I am surrounded by love. God, my mom, dad, sister, brother, and daughter continue to carry me. We knew since August that Zen's time on this earth would be limited. We knew he would not make it to see 6 months. I am eternally grateful he was in the arms of the people who loved him most. I know we were fully present and with him in these moments. We love you, Zen. We got you down here, baby boy." Now, Nick did admit to feeling guilty about creating another child with another woman while his youngest son was battling cancer. This is what he said on his show.
This whole process was extremely difficult for me because I've known about, Bree's pregnancy for a while now, even before my youngest son, Zen, passed in December. And so even going through all of that, this was always in the back of my mind, like, when is the right time? How do I share this? We didn't expect Zen to pass away. We didn't, all of the news was so unexpected. So to kind of figure out a chronological order or a hierarchy, it kept me up at night. And I always talk about the guilt that I felt, in losing Zen, and even from, how to deal with this for my other children. And that was a lot of the guilt as well too, the guilt for everyone involved. And it was just one of those things like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know to say it when I was dealing with Zen or to hold off. Even right now that it came out yesterday, that wasn't planned to talk about it. We wanted to, hold on as long as we can, but it happened. We here.
So that's what Nick had to say about that. And Nick also said that after he found out about Bree's pregnancy, his therapist advised him to be celibate for a while because he was out of control. But Nick is no longer celibate. He's still having sex with other women, and we could definitely expect him to have more babies and create more broken homes in the future. I don't agree with how Nick is operating, but this is his life. These are his choices, and the women who have babies with him are partaking in this nonsense. But this is how people choose to live, child. Anyway, moving on, let me talk about Adele. Adele has been under fire for the past several days ever since she postponed her Las Vegas residency at the last minute. She actually canceled her show less than 24 hours before she was supposed to perform, and her fans were pissed. So many people set aside vacation time to see Adele. They spent thousands of dollars on tickets, and they flew out from all over the world to see her, and she canceled on them.
My show ain't ready. We've tried absolutely everything that we can to put it together in time and for it to be good enough for you, but we've been absolutely destroyed by delivery delays and COVID. Half my crew, half my team are down with COVID, they still are, and it's been impossible to finish the show. And I can't give you what I have right now, and I'm gutted, and I'm sorry it's so last minute.
Now, Adele was trying to squeeze out a few tears in this apology video, but people were not buying it. She got tons of backlash, and one of her biggest fans even called her out for canceling on her again.
So then I bought tickets to her show in London, and I flew to London, and these were not your average tickets. These were Golden Circle tickets. Like, look at the stadium, look at the standing room, and I was in the Golden Circle. And she canceled her show. Mind you, I risked my life flying to London on this cardboard airplane called WOW Airlines that is now discontinued. The only thing wow about it was that it was surprising the airplane could fly. And after the show was canceled, I went to go get food, and this was my Uber driver. I posted a video about it, and someone from the Ellen Show saw it and interviewed me to be on the Ellen Show, but Adele wasn't doing any press and wouldn't come on the Ellen Show, so there was no need for me to go on the Ellen Show. And I made these shirts. I made a shirt for your son that says, "My mama loves Beyonce." Flash forward to 2022, my brother surprised me with Adele tickets to her Vegas residency. And I am in Vegas right now. And Adele canceled her show. Again! Why? I still brought the shirt.
Now, Adele did try to pacify some of her fans by FaceTiming them and expressing her apologies, but Adele was still not in the clear. And right now, there is some tea being spilled on why Adele really postponed her show. Now, according to some reports, Adele has been having a lot of diva fits and has been having a lot of disagreements over the creative direction of her show. She clashed with her set designer Esmeralda Delvin. Apparently, they had a whole set designed for her, and the set cost millions of dollars, and it took a lot of time to create. But at the last minute, Adele decided that she hated it and she wanted it changed. Adele was also allegedly dissatisfied with a lot of aspects of the show, from the choir to the pool design to the sound system. Also, some reports were saying that Adele was going through some things personally. A source told Page Six that she's been dealing with some anxiety and she's been crying, and she allegedly couldn't get through a full single rehearsal for the past month. Also, she allegedly has been having very emotional phone calls with her current boyfriend, Rich Paul. And it's interesting to see some of the blogs bring his name up, because it seems like they're implying that their alleged relationship issues is causing Adele to break down and sabotage her own show. We don't know exactly what's going on in Rich Paul and Adele's relationship, but according to The Sun, things are very strained. And Adele even moved into Rich's house just to fix her relationship with him. So Adele is messing up her bag to chase a man, y'all. It's crazy, but this is not the first time she has done this. Adele did admit to Nylon magazine that she canceled her tour in 2008 to be with her ex-boyfriend, and she actually blamed her bad decision on her excessive drinking. But sadly, it seems like history is repeating itself. Adele is sabotaging herself and potentially ruining a very lucrative residency. And I'm talking about a residency where she could stand to make $150 million. She's almost fumbling her bag over some D. Somebody needs to shake Adele and tell her to stand up.
How do you hoes act like if you ain't in no relationship, you gon' die? Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up! Stand up!
Stand up, Adele. Anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.